Hey everybody, it's Harlan and welcome. We're looking at the next entry in the copywriting contest. This one's actually pretty good and is moving to the finals. To women who feel guilty for breaking your promise to yourself to eat light no matter what this past holiday. Well, I've already indicated I'm not a real big fan of ellipses, but it's done way less. So he begins by addressing um, his audience directly. So if you fit in with that audience that you feel guilty for breaking your promise, this is for you. And that's a pretty good promise because just about everybody in the world is breaking that promise right now. And then it begins with some pacing. You did your best to refrain from having a single moment of weakness this past holiday. You told yourself you would not give in this time. Let's face it, the temptation was too great. Don't be ashamed. I'm just as powerless as you are against the cakes, cookies, lunches, brunches, and recipes. You just have to try or you'll hurt your mother-in-law's feelings. So this is pacing really nicely, and there's not an ounce of hype. And anybody female is going to just be riding right along with this. It's an easy time. It's easy to avoid it during a normal time of the year when your mom and your own daughter aren't shoving it in your face until you crack. How much did you gain? A few pounds? Enough to make you want to cry? No matter what you wear, you're not looking any skinnier. You and I are in the same boat, along with millions of other women. So don't beat yourself up because there was nothing you could possibly have done. So this is now moving to exaggerated, this is not your fault, which is a classic Dan Kennedy strategy. Um, Look, it's in the past, and all you and I can do now is burn it off as fast as humanly possible. And I do mean burn it off. I'd give anything for a blowtorch that could melt it right off. Here you really want to get into more description. Who could that could melt it right off my thighs? Think about the past 10 years around this time of year. Several times you probably joined a gym, went for a few days, and stopped going. So it's excellent pacing again. Why did you stop going all of a sudden? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Life happened. Nothing wrong with that. Wonderful pacing. Who has the time these days to run 30 minutes on a treadmill every day? Especially when all it takes is eating a single donut to get those calories you burnt right off your back. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. Here, you're not blaming. You're sympathizing with them. You don't have the time to go to the gym between your career, your family, your pets, and everything that fills up your daily life. You stop going to the gym because you actually have a life. That's a good thing. So what's the alternative? That's my dog dropping a bone. So what's the alternative to going to the gym? Sure, you could take some pills and see what happens. Where's that gotten you in the past? You already know they never work without exercise in the first place. No pill is magical, as you know, even if a highly paid celebrity or toned up mom on a commercial tells you so. If you're open to trying something new and peculiar, now peculiar has me concerned. I don't know that that's the right adjective. Then check this out. You have to be open-minded seriously. Here's what I'm talking about. A Chinese-American friend of mine comes from a long line of fitness nuts. 3,000 years ago, one of his ancestors invented a way to burn belly fat so rapidly that they felt it necessary to pass it on to every generation of their family up to now. Thousands of years ago, they didn't have fancy machines, they didn't have diet pills. However, they were expert craftsmen and they created a simple piece of exercise equipment to go along with 5 easy exercises that take 5 to 7 minutes apiece. Now, this is pretty appealing. They call it a Malagua. I suspect we all know about Malaguas in a couple of years from now because it allows busy people to burn belly fat while driving in your car, sitting on your couch, or even while sitting at your son's soccer game. No one you'll know that you're using the Malagua because it will be hidden underneath your shirt. Okay, so this is like, okay, I want one of these things. The Malagua has been perfected for over the past 3,000 years. What's more, this device only costs $7,000. The Ming family is making the Malagua available to outsiders for the first time ever. The Ming family says if you don't lose a spare tire worth of belly fat over the... Okay, now here, this is the first mistake, is that women don't talk about spare tire. Over the next 90 days, and you get your money back. So this is the first mistake in the letter. Then you get your money back, plus you get to keep your Malagua for trying it out. Now you have two choices. You can either join a gym, stopping in a few days, wasting hundreds. Um, we would write that out. Um, or you can try something new, something that works in your daily life, something that doesn't require you to run on a boring treadmill, huffing and puffing till your legs give out. There's just one more thing, only 120, so we have scarcity, but it's kind of not believable. They only make 125 Malaguas because the Ming family wants to make sure their device will work as well for Americans as it does for Chinese before they produce it in mass quantities. Your own Malagua will be shipped to you within 24 hours of getting your order. To get your hands on this new exotic belly fat burning contraption, I would never call it a contraption. Second mistake, click the order button below and place your secure order now. Pretty good letter, two minor mistakes. I think it's pretty good. Worth consideration. Moves to the finals.